Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. It's me, Jay, and this is a highly requested video on a look that I did the other day. But before that, I just wanted to highlight the history and heritage behind this look, because to me it's not just an aesthetic, it's part of my culture and heritage as a Caribbean woman. So I just wanted to let you guys know that this is a look that you generally find in the diaspora, especially when it comes to people practicing traditional Afro-descendant religions that we brought over from West Africa to the diaspora during slavery. And these are in various forms. It could be Obia, it could be Santeria, it could be Candomblé, it could be Vodou. There are many different religions, not all the same and not interchangeable, but they do have similar threads. And that's because some of them descend from the same places, such as Nigeria in West Africa or Benin in West Africa, and others are amalgamations of different religions that united as one in the diaspora. So I really wanted to just highlight this and let you guys know that obviously this is a lovely look, but also it's more than that. It's part of African culture and it's something to be proud of. But without further ado, let's go straight into the look. So on my moisturized face, I take my LA Girl Pro Conceal and I use that to highlight the high points of my face, under my eyebrows, under my eyes, my nose, my cupid's bow, my chin, yada yada. I then spritz my beauty blender with some rose water and I spritz a hell of a lot. Like, I make that thing wet and then I use it to blend in my concealer. Once I'm done with that, I then take my foundation, which is Lancome Teint Miracle in the shade 10. I then extra wet my beauty blender and blend in my foundation. And I really find that using a wet stroke extra damp beauty blender gives me a glowy look and it helps my foundation stay on longer. I don't know why, it just works that way. Don't question it. So once with that, I then moisturize my lips with my Eos ball thing. Now, I get a lot of questions with regards to my eyelashes, and this is a technique that I use to make my eyelashes full but not clumpy. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you I have super short eyelashes. I don't, but this is how I enhance mine. So I take my NYX Stacked Mascara, which I really like because of the brush. And I call this method layering. I don't know why, I just call it layering my mascara. I do it all the time. And I take a super light layer of mascara as my first layer. I let that dry, do some more makeup, and then go back to it. So you're going to see I'll go back to it later. And I'll go back to it like 3 or 4 times. I then take my Barry M lip liner in the color 6. It's a brown lip liner. And I line my lips, but also do some lines in the middle. Then I use my NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Madeline. And these two really work well together. I really like this combination. I do it all the time. So then I finish my lips. Like I said, I go back to my lashes. So I take my NYX Stacked Mascara again and I do another light coat. And I make sure my lashes are separate. Like, I'm not hoping they're not clumping together. And that's why I do every coat very, very light. Next thing I do is take my Mo Minerals eyebrow powder. Ever since I first got my eyebrows done, this eyebrow lady messed them up in the middle, so I always have to fill them in. But I got this from Mo Minerals, and that's a black owned business, a UK black owned business. And yep, so that's the eye powder that I use in the color black. I then take my NYX Hot Singles eyeshadow in the color Happy Hour, which is just like a brown, and I use that just to add a bit of depth to my face. I'm not a makeup artist. I don't even know what brush I'm using. It's just a brush. And I use it to add some depth to my eyebrows. My eyebrows, my eyelids. Girls, that's how I told you I'm not a makeup artist. The next thing I do is then take a slanted brush and do my eyeliner. But I did this off camera because I can't do it on camera. It's just hard. And again, I go back to my lashes with a light coat of mascara and let that dry. The next thing I use is my favorite. It's the MAC pigment powder, and whatever you mix it with, it gives like this kind of iridescent shade, and on the skin it works perfectly as a highlighter. So I use that underneath my eyes, and then I highlight the points of my face as well. Back to the mascara, last layer yet again, just to keep the volume up, and you can see the difference now between when I first did my mascara and how it looks now. Now onto my setting spray. I got this setting spray from Beatbox, and it is the Stay Mad makeup primer stroke setting spray. I only use a tiny bit of this because it comes out with a glitter, and I didn't want that all over my face. It's not that kind of occasion. So the next thing I'm going to do is go through the head wrap with you. So I throw my hair into a bun at the top. If you don't want to do that, you can use another head wrap to try and create the same shape on top of your head. Just put it in like a bun shape. And I use my white pashmina scarf that I literally got from a market. I just found it. It was like £3 and I picked it up and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna use this. Basically drape this over your head, bring the two ends to the front, and then just start twisting around. Make sure you twist tight but not too tight to give yourself a headache. And then I just basically wrap this around the bun, and it probably won't be perfect the first time. I never do it perfectly the first time. I always have to redo it because of the tassels, as you can see here. But then I wrap it around again and just tuck it in at the back. Play with it, make sure it's how I want it. And this is basically the look. And I paired it with an off-the-shoulder white frilly top, which is really reminiscent of the African community in Latin America, South America, and the Caribbean. So yes, this is the look. I hope you enjoyed my natural slay and the history and inspiration behind it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you like this kind of video, leave a comment below. If you're familiar with any of the Afro descendant religions in the diaspora, leave a comment below. Perhaps you can teach me one that's new. But yes, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.